Hello and welcome to Rooted Souls Tarot. I'm Lisa. Thank you so much for being here. It's really lovely to have you here. So Cancer, this is your reading on the subject of your love life and your relationships. So when I say relationships, it can be friendships, it can be family, be work, whatever's important to you at the moment. What else? Okay, Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising. It's for you. Choose which one, whichever one you are, and feel free to read your other placements. It's a general reading, so just take from it what you need and leave behind what you don't. So I have this Psychic Oracle Tarot deck thing. It's ancient, it's well worn, it's been battered and used a lot, but it's really useful and really lovely. So we're going to use this to find our focus, our theme of what this reading is about for you, Cancer. So let's get started. Oops, sorry, I'm banging the table. Hopefully you can't hear that. It's making a racket. Hope all is well with you today. It's been an interesting week. I'm filming this in March 2025. There's an awful lot going on, so hope all is well with you wherever you are today. Right. The heart chakra. Choose wisely. Firm foundation. Suffering in silence. Intuition. Okay then, Cancer. So we've got an interesting selection of cards here. The heart chakra. Obviously, the heart chakra, there's something going on for you with your heart. Maybe, you have found new love and your heart has been opened. Maybe your heart is feeling a little bit battered and bruised at the moment. I think for a lot of you, there's somebody new on the horizon. Somebody new, or potentially new. Because we've got this Choose Wisely card. So, you've got the opportunity to maybe, you've got a couple of people that, a couple of friends, a couple of potential new intimate others. But I think you need to choose wisely, for the want of a better phrase. I think maybe this is something that needs quite careful consideration, and I think that you need to maybe take a little bit of a step back and have some space between you and this person for a while, just to quite figure them out. It's like when you meet someone and you don't know anything about them, but there's just something, your intuition, got back at the end there, we've got intuition. I think you need to really connect with your intuition on this one and try and make good choices. Firm foundation. It's not saying that this isn't, this person or potential people are not good for you. I think that it's something that you have to hold back a little bit on in order for you to create a nice, strong, firm foundation for you and this other person you're in a relationship with for the future. Suffering in silence. I don't feel like that's literal. I feel like there's some stress and anxiety surrounding this situation. Again, connect with your intuition. Your intuition's going to be key on this one. Maybe this isn't a good time. Maybe the timing's not right. Maybe, there's just something that's not quite right for you. Let's have a little bit of a look at what's been going on in your recent energy regarding your relationships and love situation, Cancer. See what's been going on and see if we can get a bit of a clearer picture. And then hopefully all this will tie together and start making a little bit more sense. Okay, 3 cards. And 3 clarifiers. Right, I've got the Page of Swords. And I've got the Ace of Wands. So, new inspiration, new ideas, new clarity. and this has happened really quickly. So this is recent past energy. So I think you're starting to see things or look at things in a completely different way, in a clearer way, one that is, you know, the light's being shone on the situation and you just had maybe an aha moment, a light bulb moment. But this is something that was really fast happening, whether it's not long after you've met this person, but you know, you've had a bit of a light bulb moment, a little bit of a moment of clarity where you're seeing things differently. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. So the Ten of Pentacles is obviously, it's a really lovely card. It's a card of having everything that you need at the moment, having security, stability, having the people around you that you need at this moment. And then we've got it clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier. It's about persistence. It's about not giving up. So I actually think that this view that you have, this Ten of Pentacles place that you are searching for, I think, or craving, as we all are. I think it's all, you know, we're all sort of heading in that direction, aren't we? That security and stability within a relationship. I think, you know, it's something that you have been wanting and striving towards and not giving up on. I think despite the fact you may have been in difficult situations in the past regarding relationships of some description, and things might not have worked out the way that they have, maybe it is that, you know, you are, you know, maybe you have been looking for a certain type of person in the past, and, you know, it's not quite worked out for you, and you are, you know, just plodding on, keeping going on the search for stability, the love, the contentment, the abundance, security that you are looking for in a relationship. So we've got the King of Wands. King of Wands is moving towards his joys and passions. He's taking action. He's courageous. He's confident. He, you know, despite any struggles that are going on, he leads. He's leading the way. He's not afraid to make difficult choices. He just knows what he wants and he's just going for it. And we've got the King of Cups clarifying him, and he's very much in charge of his own emotions. He is not distracted by any outside dramas. He's learnt to control his emotional state and not get too dragged into things. And I think this is really good energy for you looking for a future partner, a future relationship with somebody. This is you being in control. This is you coming from a place of discernment, quite a detached place where you're not getting too emotional. You know what you want, and you're not getting dragged into it. Dragged into something that you know is not maybe good for you. So that's really good. I feel that feels like you're in control. I think maybe you have been hurt in the past. And I think this moment of clarity is maybe you seeing, right, this is what I need to do moving onwards. This is what I want. I've been through a difficult time, but now I am powerful. I am strong. I am courageous. I am in charge of my emotions. I'm not going to let my emotions get in the way. I'm going to come at things from a more maybe detached viewpoint and sort of look at things in a less emotional way. I think that's where the Choose Wisely card comes from. Like, choose wisely. I think you are really owning it. I think you're owning it. I think you are determined to build a relationship and with a firm foundation, because maybe things haven't quite worked out in that way before. I think, like I say, I think you've had some blips in the past where you haven't maybe been in control and you've let your emotions or you've not listened to your intuition, and it's not been helpful to you and it's not drawn the right person towards you. Right, let's have a little look what's going on in the current energy for you, Cancer. You feel powerful, Cancer. You feel in charge. Let's have a look. The Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, new beginnings all round the world. Then we've got the Nine of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Three of Cups. Okay, so you are in for a brand new beginning. I think this is happening at the moment. The energy is around you at the moment. There's a shift coming in. And I think you are being offered the opportunity of maybe a new relationship with somebody. I think that's pretty much what it is. I'm not going to go into any more. Aces are better health, better wealth, better, more stuff, all the stuff you need, relationships, jobs, homes, all of that stuff, tangible stuff. And it's the seedling of potential, of something new, something that if you put your time, energy and love into, you can grow into something amazing. And you've got two aces, you've got an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Pentacles is something, a relationship, I think. And the Ace of Wands is reigniting your passion. So I think we've got the Ace of Pentacles. It is clarified by the Nine of Swords. We've got the Nine of Swords there in that other tarot deck. So I think you, Nine of Pentacles is stress, anxiety, the things that keep you awake at night, the things that you wake up first thing in the morning, last thing at night, on your mind, stress. And I think you are feeling quite stressed because you have maybe made bad choices in the past, and or choices that haven't quite worked out in the past. Not that I'm not blaming you at all. Can just hold my hands up on that, Cancer. Things just work out as they work out, don't they? And we do blame ourselves because we think, oh, I made bad choices. But sometimes things just are as they are. We need to learn from them. We need to move on. But I think there's like lingering stress for you in fear of getting into a relationship too deeply and maybe not trusting yourself a little bit because of the choices that you've made in the past that haven't quite worked out. But this person that's come into your life, because I do think there is a person that's popped up, if not, they haven't already, imminently, they are going to reignite your passion. They're going to really make you feel like a brand new person, a different person. We've got the Judgment card, the Rebirth card of, showing up differently in the world, feeling differently. And I think this new person has really ignited something in you that you haven't felt for a long time. And you're starting a brand new cycle. The World card. You have to remember that you have gained, with all of the things and all of the relationships that you've had in the past, you have gained knowledge, you've gained wisdom, you've gained insight, you've gained information about the relationships. You've learnt, you've grown, you have learnt so much in the previous relationships that you've had in your life, and now it's time to use all of that knowledge, to use all of that wisdom and take it into this next relationship, being a stronger and more courageous, more empowered person because of the experiences that you've had in your life. And I think your friends and your nearest and dearest are going to really support you on this. I think they are going to celebrate this newfound love, passion that you've found within yourself. They're going to really celebrate that with you. I think the people around you are really going to feel the shift in you and notice the difference in the relationship that you are finding yourself in. And let's not forget, to keep this broad, to keep this general, this can be a relationship of any sort. It could be friend, it could be a family relationship. But whoever it is somebody new, a new relationship of some sorts that you are maybe feeling a little bit wary about, but this person is making you feel like you've never felt before. You're feeling a whole different person, and remember to trust yourself. You have got so much knowledge and so much wisdom from your past relationships, and the people around you know it, and they trust you, and they trust your intuition on this. Right. Let's see what's going on in your future energy, Cancer. I don't know whether I've said this already, but it'd be really amazing if you could like and subscribe, even if you would like to leave me a comment or give me a little bit of feedback. It's really amazing. It's fantastic if you can do that, because it can help me to grow my channel, which, you know, I love doing these readings for you, and if I can grow my channel I can do more for you. So it's a winner. Right. Let's see what's going on in your future energy, Cancer. The Hermit, the Eight of Swords, the Chariot, the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and Temperance. I'm going to pick one more, the Six of Swords. Okay, so moving into your future energy, Cancer, I think we are going to be going into a period of introspection, a period of looking at you, of looking within, looking, I think, and maybe dissecting and really thinking about why you are. Looking at your shadow side, essentially. You know, the things that the part of our personality and the part of our makeup that maybe we don't like about ourselves, that you know, on the subject of relationships, maybe, you know, you behave in a certain way in a relationship and it makes you feel frustrated, and, you know, maybe you're going to be looking at that in this future energy, bringing it out, shining a light on it, looking at it, healing it and moving on, because we've got that Ten of Swords underneath the Hermit, and I think there's something going on inside you, a reason why you behave the way that you do within a relationship that maybe you don't like, that upsets you, and you're really going to be examining that and looking at that closely in the future. But you're going to heal it. You're going to heal it, Cancer. You are going to give yourself some peace in the situation, and you're going to move towards a lighter place. It's going to be the end of it, the end of this way of being, this way that you show up in a relationship that maybe you're not quite happy with. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it because you can heal yourself, because you are strong and you are powerful and you are in charge. And you know, it's work that we all have to do at some point in our life. If we don't go through our life, if we go through our life not looking at ourselves and examining ourselves, looking at why we behave the way we do, finding the root cause of it, bringing it out into the light, trying to do our best to heal it, then we're not growing, we're not achieving what we need to achieve in life. We're just going to stay the same, and that is no good, is it? We're here to grow, we're here to learn, and I think you are totally doing that. You're really empowering yourself in the future, and you're setting yourself off to walk into that beautiful light, to walk into a brighter, lighter place within your relationships, and it can only come from you. You're in charge of it. It's up to you if you want to do it. It's, you know, this sort of looking at our shadow, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's a bit messy, quite upsetting, but it's totally worth it. And I think you're going to really do a lot of healing in this future energy, and you're going to come out of it in a really positive way. And I think it's only going to be helpful for your relationships moving onwards. We've got the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is self-imposed prison, a mental prison. Obviously, it's a sword. So I think all of this introspection is going to, it's going to cause you some upset. I think you're going to have a lot of stuff bouncing around in your head in the future energy. I think you're going to have all these thoughts flying around and maybe creating different realities and different... It's all going to get a bit messy. You're going to tie yourself up in knots. You're going to have your head ping-ponging around, your thoughts ping-ponging around in your brain. My one piece of advice for this, because I am classic, this is my card, this card was made for me. You need to say it out loud, whether that is out loud, written on paper, to a friend. However, get it outside so that you can look at it from a different perspective. You can look at it from as a viewer, a witness, rather than it being you. So you can either listen to the words that you're saying. A friend can listen to the words that you're saying. You can read the words that you've got in your head, and you can look at it in a more objective way. And by doing this, you can actually, it can be so helpful, because it stops all of that ping-ponging around, that tying your brain up in knots, creating stress, creating anxiety. And I think you need to go through that ping-ponging, those thoughts flying around your head. You need to just not stay in it too long. We've got this lovely Nine of Cups that comes with that, and that is you moving towards your happy place, your contentment, your destiny, what's meant for you. And so I think you're going to go through another period of introspection, or a period of introspection in this future energy. My top tip, just get it out of your head, look at it objectively. Yeah, look at it from a witness perspective rather than you live in it. And it can often just shift the entire scenario, and you can see things as they truly are, not as you think they are, or in the different variations of versions that you've created in your mind. And it's going to, see those two cards that are clarifying, those two quite heavy cards. You're moving towards the light. You're moving, you're opening yourself up to this golden, beautiful light and contentment, the end of stress and the beginning of contentment and happiness and love. So, moving forwards, we've got the Chariot and we have the Temperance card. So the Chariot is literally forward momentum. It's fast forward momentum. You beginning to put your energy into moving towards your destiny. You connecting with your divine self, your divine, your divinity, your intuition, your feeling it with your whole being and knowing where you need to go, how you need to move forwards, which direction you need to take, and just going with that forward momentum. We've got that intuition card, above there. Your intuition and your connection to yourself is going to be instrumental for you to move forwards, Cancer, in this future energy. You've got, I feel like I need to bring in the duality of the Chariot, the movement forwards, but maybe the quiet introspection as well, the planning, the introspection, the movement. Just all of these things are going to really help you to move yourself forwards towards whatever it is that you want in life, whether that is relationships, healing relationships, new relationships, creating strong foundation for the future in relationships. But I think it's all about bringing balance into your life, bringing balance, bringing grounding, bringing peace. Actually, peace. I think, balance, I use the word balance so often in these readings. High vibrational, low vibrational, balance. All those things, they're really instrumental because they're really important in life. High vibration is vital for moving forwards in a positive way. Balance is key to life, whether you eat in balance, whether you love in balance, whether you you know, you stress imbalance, whatever, everything needs to be balanced. Everything needs to be in balance for the energy to flow, for life to flow the way that it needs to. And you are really moving towards the place that you are meant to be by connecting to your intuition, by connecting to yourself, finding that connection with yourself and healing yourself, empowering yourself to move forwards in a really, really positive way. And the last card that I picked out, the Six of Swords, moving into calmer waters, moving into a better headspace, into a less stressed headspace, into just an easier headspace, one of peace, one of calm, one of peace, serenity, all of those words. So I think you are having a journey at the moment. You really are. You've got new beginnings. You've got to remember that you are wise. You know where you need to take yourself now. All of, you know, all of this stuff that's been going on in your recent past, moving into your future, you are leading it. You are leading it, and you are in control. And I think this future energy, I think it's going to, it's going to be a little bit difficult, maybe a little bit messy when you start connecting with that shadow side of yourself, but it's going to be totally worth it. Totally worth it. I don't think it's going to be something that's going to last that long. I think you're going to catch on to the roots of things, the ways that things are. I think it's going to be really quick, and it's going to allow you to really move forwards and find that balance, that peace, that serenity, and get you in a more a place where you can appreciate and sit within a relationship in a more peaceful way. Right, I'm going to leave it at that, Cancer. Again, I'd love to know your feelings on the matter. If you want to share anything, always lovely to read. Yeah, you take care of yourself, and I catch up with you very, very soon.